Day 535, 22 for 22. Good morning. Hope this finds you well. Please stay in your fight and please don't quit. All right, so this is my second take. I had a good one going and my phone just did whatever it wanted to do. Damn private. Talked about surviving you yesterday. I'm going to talk more about that today. I talked about being expendable and I touched on it, but to go a little bit more into it, the Army, well, the military trains you fantastically to go do your job and programs you that you are expendable, that you are part of a team, and if that team gets busted up accomplishing the mission, so be it. Now, we also see that even if we're not in combat, we see good leaders come, good leaders go, bad leaders come, bad leaders go, good Joes come, good Joes go, and then you just see that you're a cog in the wheel and that you don't really matter. You do, but you don't. And that's a weird thing for a place that provides so much purpose. But that's the nuts and bolts of it. You are expected to go do your job, and if you don't make it home, you died for your country. Here's the flag for your family, and your brothers and sisters will mourn you and honor you, and but it's just, you consider yourself expendable. Now, as I said, we train very well to go. We train horribly to come back and get out. When you get out, you get some ACAP and you get a little bit of job counseling and whatever else you get. You talk to the VA and start getting that train rolling, but there's no real preparation for you to change your mindset. There's no saying, hey, all right, we just trained you for 2 to 30 years that you are supposed to go do a job, and if you get killed, you get killed. It's what you're supposed to do. They don't deprogram that. They leave it. And then when we get out here and we're facing our battles in our head and in our lives, being trained to win at any cost, and you start losing and you start losing and you keep losing and things are just not going your way, your brain's going to go to the point where, and not in everybody, but in some people have limits. I did. It'd be better off if I leave, better off if I'm gone, better off if I'm dead. And there's nothing programming saying that's not true when you're on your way out. So you take that training you got from the military and you put it in place, and then like I said, you're taking that loss, and you're done. And it's easy to go there. I'm not saying you should go there. I'm not saying that's a great thing to do, because it certainly is not. But it's there, and if you choose to go there, it's real easy to get there. It's a real easy route to take. Now the thing is, you got to realize that once you exit the service, you're back to being Joe, not private or sergeant or lieutenant, commander, colonel, admiral, whatever. You are you. You are a human being with things that you've done that other people can only imagine. Or think about, or dream about, or have nightmares about. But you got to realize that you matter. You have worth. Even if you're on a losing streak and you feel that you don't matter and you haven't done anything for anybody lately, you are allowed to sit back on the laurels a little bit and figure shit out and be able to move forward. But that's the battles in our heads that we've got to fight. You got to survive you first and foremost, to be able to get out here and win the battle out here. But the battle in your head is the most important one to win, and that can be the hardest one because of how we've been programmed. And that is, honestly, it's not a bad thing, because in many people, it gives you a tenacity to keep fighting, keep moving forward, and just light it up in a good way. In others, it can go the opposite direction. Like for me, I took body blow after body blow when I got out. It was not fun. And it was like getting punched by Tyson. Not that I've ever been punched by Tyson. Not that I want to be punched by Tyson. But I took some hellacious shots, and it took me down. Losing the family was the last straw, and that it hurt. It hurt bad, and it almost took me down. And I gotta say, I was like, I don't matter. I got cast aside by everything that mattered to me, so what the fuck do I care? Now the thing is we have a tendency to look at life not how it is, but worse than it is. You gotta seriously, and I didn't do this, and I promise you, next time I get in a shit spot, I'm gonna. I gotta look at it realistically. What do I have? I've got a modicum of health. Even if God forbid, if the relationship here goes to shit, I still have 4 children that I gotta, that think the world of me, that I think the world of, and that care about me, and that I care about, and that love me and look to me for where do I go in this world, Dad. I've got to provide that guidance. I've got to provide that leadership. Now, I've got to look at life how it is, not how I think it is. Because if I think about if I take life how I think it is when things are going bad, it's not going to be fun. And life ain't always fun either. But you got to look at life how it really is and treat the people around you the way they should be treated, which is normally good. And treat yourself good. Give yourself a chance. Forgive yourself for anything that you screwed up. Things that you did overseas, you did in the name of your country. It's not something you chose to go do, as in, all right, well, I just want to go kill that motherfucker. You had a job to do, and you did it. Forgive yourself for things that you've done wrong. Look at things around you. Don't think about the what ifs. Think about the what I did, in a good sense, and survive the battle in your head. That is the biggest thing that you can do to get moving forward again. And that's what you got to do. You can't stay in the status quo of where you're at, and you got to get up, and you got to, pick up your weapon and follow me. And you can take the mentality that you had in the Army or the Navy, the Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard that worked for you. You can have that out here. You might not be able to walk up to somebody and knife hand them because they didn't do what you wanted them to do or what they were supposed to do. I gotta see the kids get a knife hand every so often. But the bottom line is you can take your attitude that you had in. You just gotta temper it a little bit, depending on your circumstances. Some places you don't. But you can take that attitude that allowed you to accomplish your missions. You can take that out here. There's no problem with that. If it worked for you there, it'll work for you here. You just might have to adapt it a little bit, and you had to do that while you were in too. Each unit was different standards for different things. So it can be done. Just keep the tenacity that you had in, get that fire back, and drive on. And I say that like it's easy. It's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 1 for the Airborne Ranger in the sky. 1 for the infantry. 1 for the fallen. Alright, and like I said, I know this ain't easy, but put excellence in, get excellence out. Alright, so selfish plug. I have a YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, comment. It's called that_pushup_guy tough. Twitter, a guy pushup. Instagram, that pushup guy. Facebook, Jim Tough. 20 other Facebook groups. If you would, please like and share the videos. Comment on them. Let me know what you think. But got one life. Live it as long as you possibly can and enjoy every minute of it that you possibly can. If you need help, seek help. Get it from friends, family, professionals. There is no shame at all in getting help to remain here on this earth. Do what you got to do to be here. Do not use suicide as a permanent solution to a temporary or permanent problem. You got this. We'll see you here again tomorrow. Tough out.